My voice is lagging and is a bit roboty. Okay, Mesam. I don't know. This happened with you before too. Is it a bit roboty? Maybe it's your internet connection speed. How are you all doing today? We're going to be doing some past papers, guys. What's up? What's up? What's up? Huh? I'm actually pumped. Thodi energy hai aaj. Because you know why? You're the only class I've taught today. Or in fact, I'm just going to start teaching you guys today. So it kinda is in fact a fun class. Yes. All right. So glad you guys could join. No, some new people, some new faces. Ethernet cable doesn't mean your backend internet is good, Mesa. How about you start resetting try a browser reset. All right, try that. Okay, and maybe that might help. I don't know. On the other hand, if anybody else is hearing that voice laggy, could you please share that information with us? Okay, today we are going to be doing some questions on past papers that the class we normally do on Saturdays, past papers. We're gonna be doing it now, basically, right? Now is when we're gonna do that. So, are you ready to do that? I am. It sounds fun, doesn't it? Okay. So, क्या कहते हैं? On the other hand, okay, so you got some Ibrahim Muzammil. How are you? So this is actually I'll be doing past paper questions based on what. Let me share that with you. So just in case anybody is wondering, we've done past papers on moles, but just in case people miss that out, some moles, definitely ions and atoms, right? Okay. Handwriting is atrocious again, back again to that, but let me do it slowly. Ions, and I mean, can you guys can see this, right? Let me write it again. Something's wrong with the handwriting again today. It fixes, it doesn't fix. It fixes, it doesn't fix. Okay. Khadija is also saying my voice is lagging a lot. Okay. That is really strange. That is, in fact, quite strange. Okay. Is it loud enough now? Okay. Hello? Hi. How does it sound right now then? Is it better? What does laggy mean? Should I restart my browser? Maybe that helps. If I restart my browser, would that... Hello again. Now, is it better or is it the same? It's strange. Okay. Okay, default microphone, that's on. All right. So there's Azan at the same Azan time ho raha hai. Can we take a 1 minute break, please? Okay. Okay, anybody needs to pray, they can do. We have a long class today. We're going to have some fun and take a long class. It's a Sunday. We got to go nowhere, right? So let's just take a 2 minute break for Azan and Namaz if people have to do that. At least in Karachi, it's Azan time right now. Okay. While I write what I'm going to do with you guys. Atoms and ions. Bonding. Past papers. Okay. Structures, past papers. Fourth is reactivity of metals. Obviously, we've done more of them than, but acid bases also. All the stuff that we've done so far. Okay. I'm going to pause my voice for a bit. Yes, sir. It is Azan time, so sorry about that. Anybody wants to pray? I'll take a 1 minute break. Hi, Dawood on YouTube. There's some couple of people will be joining on YouTube. I don't know what chapter 7 is. Chapter 7, I'll do. I don't know what chapter 7 is. Okay. So, yeah, we'll take a minute break and then I'll start. Okay. Till that time, people can join in also. Quickly, if you want to pray, if you're in Karachi and if it's namaz time, go ahead. We got some new attendees today also. It's nice to know. Okay. So some of the questions I'll just do as a recap of some of the earlier chapters. It might seem like, oh my God, this is easy stuff. And yes, maybe for the first 50 minutes, some of you will find it easy. But then again, isn't that the whole point of exams, that find it easy? But I'm also going to try to look for some tricky questions, trying to keep them on bonding and reactivity of metals and on what you might call it. क्या कहते हैं उसको? Reactivity metals and acid bases. Yeah. So some questions from the latest papers first. All right. Is that okay? We have some of those things right now. Okay. Walaikum salam. Zoya. All right. Walaikum salam, Shabazz. So, yes. Are we ready to start now? Please let me know. We have a nice long day ahead. Okay. Okay. All right. Walaikum assalam. Noor, how are you? Is that I or how do you pronounce that? Okay. Okay. Today is what day, by the way? Today is Jan. I forgot Jan 17th. ठीक है ना? All right. So, let's begin. I'm going to put some questions up here. Where are they? Let's start. Okay, so are we ready to begin? Are you all here now? Namaz over. Let's start some past paper questions, people. Let's kill some today. I hope you're as excited as I am. I'm looking for my downloads folder to get that file in here going. Absolutely. So let's take a look at the first one. What do you say? Okay, I'm taking the June 2020 past paper. That means the one that exam got cancelled, but that's the one I'm going to be looking at. All right, and we're going to look at some of the questions from here first, ranging from the topics that we've done. All right, there's definitely a person who doesn't enjoy our classes on YouTube. There are always those, you know. I don't even know why they bother. They have all the choice in the world to take whatever they need to watch on YouTube, but they'll come directly, and one person will say, hey, I don't like your chemistry. And I'm like, all right. Okay, so which atom defines isotope? So let's look at this question. Please understand what an isotope is. Isotopes cannot exist as singular. ये बात याद रख लेना. Okay, for example, if I tell you that I have carbon 12 and I have carbon 14. Actually, and we spent some time doing this, by the way, the people who had joined my classes earlier. I have carbon 13, I have carbon 12, I have carbon 14. All of these are isotopes of carbon. All of them are. Okay? Even carbon 14, even carbon 12, every three of them are all isotopes. So, first of all, they have to have the same element. It has to be. It can't be of a different element. Understand that. That's by default. And if something is of the same element, remember, they always have the same number of protons. Okay? So what differs is the number of neutrons. Yep. So it's delta. I know we had a couple of people choose C also. And when you have different number of electrons, you might be ions. For example, देखो, let me show you an ion. Mg plus and Mg2 plus, and we did this way early on. These are three particles. Magnesium has a proton number of 12. So अगर मैं इनके इलेक्ट्रॉन की बात करूं तो magnesium has 12 electrons, magnesium plus has 11 electrons, and magnesium 2 plus has 10 electrons. Now you are only familiar with Mg2 plus being the stable ion, but it means that others can also form. Naeem Khan, what would you like to ask? Could you just type it out? Yes, what do you want, son? How can I help? Okay,
I ask a question from you, sir.
1 second. I gotta have my headphones on. 1 second. Yes. Now I can hear you. Naeem, bole. What's up? यार आई एक्चुअली ओनली टीच इन इंग्लिश. मसला यही है ना, ये एक प्रॉब्लम है लाइफ में, लेकिन क्या करें जानी. आई कैन एक्चुअली ओनली टीच. 20 साल से एक चीज़ करे ना तो वो नहीं होती ना दूसरी चीज़. दैट्स व्हाट आई. ओके 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 ओके, थोड़ा स्लो. आई गेट इट. थैंक यू. गॉट इट. ठीक है. ओके, थैंक यू नाइम. ऑल राइट, थैंक यू फॉर दैट नाइम. एब्सोल्युटली. मैं थोड़ा सा स्लो कर देता हूँ. ठीक है. ऑल राइट, ठीक है. आई कैन ऑल्सो ट्राई टू रिपीट इन इंग्लिश एंड उर्दू टुगेदर, राइट, टुडे एटलीस्ट फॉर नाउ, if people are joined in here. ठीक है. So let's look at this question. So अच्छा, पिछले सवाल में any problem somebody has that they want to ask? No? ठीक है. So now this question में which ion has the most number of shells that it contains? Electrons. Shells that contain electrons. Now here ये सारे के सारे पहले 20 elements हैं. See, first 20 elements. And also to do a quick to find out quickly कि shells कितनी होती हैं, you can say that the number of shells, the shell number is the same as the period number. अगर आप periodic table में देखें तो where is the period number? So there is period 1, period 2, period 3. For example, beryllium है period 2 में, aluminum है period 3 में, सल्फर है पीरियड 3 में, नाइट्रोजन है पीरियड 2 में, राइट. सो दीज गाइस आर पीरियड 2 एंड दीज टू आर पीरियड 3. अच्छा, पीरियड 3 में भी ओनली दोज दैट कैन लूज इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एक्चुअली हैव वन लेस शेल. अब एल्यूमिनियम एटम जो था उसका कन्फिगरेशन है 283, बट एल्यूमिनियम 3 प्लस की कन्फिगरेशन इज ओनली 2-8. सल्फर का एटॉमिक नंबर 16 है, 16. इट्स सल्फर एटम इज 286, but sulfur 2 minus is 288, meaning in these 4 particles mein sulfur has 3 shells while the rest of them only have 2 shells. So absolutely everybody who's figured out D, it is D. All right. Yeah, awesome. Easy stuff. Moving on. यहाँ तक सही है. Let's take a look at the next question. Yes. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to actually not pause this. I'm going to wait for you guys to answer this one. Think and answer. If you guys can think and answer. Next time I'll actually have them in the Loan Academy ki question answer mode mein, so that they can even discuss it aapas mein with you guys. Like you guys can also. But I'll take a minute and then check with you. Okay. And by the way, the question number है वो साल का question number था. So this is 2020 and this is question number 9 from that paper. All right. GD, I'm not sure, Johnny. I don't know. You'll have to ask the administration. I'm not here to answer Cedar's questions, but all right. If they do, I'll let you know. I don't know. Maybe there are. I'm not sure. You know. All right. So in this case, somebody said C, right? In this case, somebody said D. Yeah. Hannah? Somebody said A. So I've got one A, I've got one B. Now, first of all, okay. Okay, Ali Abbas, that's fine. I'm not talking about WhatsApp. Yeah. Yes, I guess so. Great. So, by the way, let me explain you. The answer is actually A. The answer for this question is A. And I'll explain to you कि क्यों है. देखो, it says conducts current in solid and molten. Both. तो यहाँ solid में क्या चीज़ conduct करती है? Only metals and graphite. Only. Do you understand that? That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else conducts current. Conducts, what do you call that? Do you follow that? All right. Thank you, Muhammad Salim. I don't know you were writing to me. Thank you so much for your message on YouTube. I'm glad I could help you out. All right. Anyways, so where was I? Yeah. So first of all, okay. So guys, this cannot. The only thing that can conduct current in the solid state is metals and graphite. ठीक है? And the only and what can conduct current when molten? Molten में who conducts current? This is something that I want you to know. Molten में it can be metal, it can be ionic compounds. Again, क्यों? Because they make ions. उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं करता. All right. Then, so yeah, Arisha, you should use it on the laptop, please. Try using on the laptop or desktop. So those who said metal oxide, guys, you know what is a metal oxide? You got thrown away because one word metal आया था वहाँ. You need to remember that metal oxide is different from metal. Metal oxide is an ionic compound. So that's why ionic compound, and salt is also an ionic compound. So basically metal oxide is an ionic compound and salt is an ionic compound. दोनों ionic compound है. दोनों only conduct in molten state. All right. Yeah. Yeah, so you're new. What do you want to know? Because just because somebody's new, what do I want to tell you? Kamal, what do you mean? Can I please tell you what? Yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. Okay. So those who are here now, let's continue. ठीक है? Moving on. Okay. Then what do we have? Next question. Can I go next one? Okay, yeah, all right. So now this is a good question to talk about alloys. Thank you, Zainab. So let's talk about alloys for a second. ये जो word alloy था ये क्यों था? What's an alloy? Alloy is very unique. It's a mixture of metals. It's a mixture of metals. But also is like a metal. क्यों? Because alloy में has metallic bonding. It's a unique kind of mixture. You should treat it like an atom, like an metal, basically. Okay. So alloys are only metals. Hence, the answer for the previous part was an alloy, because it's an alloy that is only a metal. Acha, jo hydrocarbon, by the way, somebody said B also. Hydrocarbon is an organic compound. ठीक है? Or organic are always going to be covalent. Covalent में कौन से? Simple molecules. So if you remember anything about simple covalent molecules, they will never conduct current. Please remember that. They will never conduct current. I don't know what that means. You have a statement and a question with 4 question marks, Noman. I find when people write 4 question marks in a message, I find that very. And somebody writes 2 question marks and an exclamation mark. Guys, chill out. Itna 8 question mark I can read. You don't have to write 3 question marks. Anyways, so moving on to, that's what alloys were. So moving on. यहाँ तक समझ आ रहा है everybody? Yeah, you all good? So this was alloy. Okay, so let's go to the next question. How's it going, guys? कैसा चल रहा है life? सही चल रहा है? So far so good? Great. So which substance is an ionic compound here? That's an easy one here, right? Ammonia, calcium chloride, ethanoic acid, hydrogen chloride. Now, this becomes a good excuse to start revising and recognizing some things. What about the question you asked? What do you mean? Noman, could you have to say a question all over again? I can't find your question. Can you? Okay. In this case, the answer, by the way, is B. Calcium chloride is ionic, because what does it need to be ionic? A metal and a non-metal become a compound. So it's calcium as the cation and chloride as the anions. That's calcium chloride. Now, hydrogen chloride is HCl and it's covalent in nature, by the way. Understand? ये trick होता है कि हमने acid पढ़ा होगा तो aqueous HCl जिसको हम बोलते हैं hydrochloric acid, वो that is ions. But hydrogen chloride is this. This is hydrogen chloride gas. And it is covalent molecule. HCl. It in fact is this. Let me draw this for you. It's one H overlapping with one Cl. HCl. Dot cross and Cl ke baki electrons are shared on the right. No, man, I'm not going to do revision of previous chapters right now. Not for the mids. Mids are, please, no. I have much less time in my life. I teach 8 or 9 hours a day. I don't have the time to do revision. You can watch my videos earlier for revision. Yeah? All right. Does it answer your question? No, Farah, from only this Sunday. It was Sunday. I don't want to teach Sunday. Sunday is family time for me and you both. It's only this Sunday the class was on. But बाकी वही schedule है जो बताया था आपको ना, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay? So, next question, guys. Achha, anyways, just for a second here, let me go back for a second. तो जहाँ थे ना ammonia ethanoic acid. Now ethanoic acid is again organic. जो भी चीज़ आपको organic लगे ना, that's going to be covalent. Ammonia is covalent. All right? Done? All right. Now another question on bonding. Let's take a look at this one. What does it say here? The dot and cross diagrams for 4 compounds are shown below. Which diagram is correct? Now how do you find correct diagrams? You see, sub में carbon है, right? What are the elements involved here? The elements involved are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, at least, and chlorine. Now what is important is to know their outermost electrons. Carbon is group 4, 4 electrons. Hydrogen, 1 electron. Oxygen has 6 electrons, chlorine has 7 electrons. That's something you should by now learn it. It should be ingrained in your head. So when you do that, you check for electrons. Carbon in A. Is there anything wrong with A? Okay. They're saying which diagram is correct. A has, carbon has 4 bonds. Actually, A is the one that seems to be correct. Because in B, if I count this carbon has only 3 electrons, because you see 1 2 और एक इसका है ना और एक इसका है और ये, so दोनों कार्बन के सिर्फ 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन दिखाएं आउटर मोस्ट शेल के. दैट्स इनकरेक्ट. यहाँ डी में क्या इनकरेक्ट है? HCl, H doesn't have 7 electrons in the outermost shell. And C में क्या गलत है? What they've done is they have shown O के सिर्फ 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन दिखाएं आपको, 2 और 2 ये. So O doesn't have 4, H doesn't have 7, carbon doesn't have 3. The answer is A. Simple question but throws people off, doesn't it? It threw 2 good people off from this class. You know, I got it wrong a little bit. Yeah, Zainab, now you get it? Yes, peeps? Are you guys engaged? Are you guys learning something? Or you're like, whatever, this class is a waste of my time? I don't know. The love I don't get much, so I'm just wondering. Sometimes. Yes. Aye, Captain. Awesome. Thank you, Zoya. I like that. Awesome. ठीक है. All right. Yet I also feel bad. There are kids who want to study in Urdu and there are kids who want to study only in English. I wish I had 2 of me to take 1 class in English and 1 class in Urdu simultaneously. What do? Life needs to give me more time to be able to serve more of you in 2 different languages. That should be a goal for next year. For sure. Anyways. Yes, I know, Jani. मेरा भी दिल दर्द करता है कि जब लोग बोलते हैं सर आप उर्दू में पढ़ाते हैं और मुझे लगता है कि मैं बर्गर हूँ कि मैं उर्दू में नहीं पढ़ा सकता. मसला ये है कि एक रवानगी हुई है एक ज़बान में, वो टूट नहीं सकती. आई एम ट्राइंग टू बी बाइलिंगुअल बट मतलब वो it also takes away time if you do the same thing in both languages bari na. It's less efficient. Also I have the tendency of speaking fast also, so एक और मसला है. Scenes ऐसे हैं कुछ. ठीक है. Thank you, Saad. All right. Thank you, Arisha. Awesome. I love you all too. Now, by the way, I hope you guys like this new little color gradient on the top. I thought it was very cute. Blue से ये pink हो रहा है. Okay, now let's look at element X. Element X is a lattice of positive ions and a sea of electrons. Therefore, what do you know about element X from this? From this, you deduce it is a metal. Yeah? And because of it being a metal, what else can you deduce? Yeah? So now using that information, what can you solve about the question? Anybody? B. Oh, okay. Now, okay. C. Okay, yeah. So the problem is that actually perfectly कोई भी आंसर गलत नहीं है, सही नहीं है, perfectly. But फिर भी एक आंसर फिर भी सही है. It says A. What is wrong with A? Let's dissect this. What is wrong with A? Wrong with A is the fact that it conducts electricity. वो बात बिल्कुल सही है. It does it by movement of electrons. सही है. Ions move नहीं करते. They are lattice of ions. When it's a lattice of ions, they do not move. Yeah? ठीक है. But most metals have a high melting point. I said ना, एक exception है कि group 1 के थोड़े कम होते हैं. Has not too high. But for you guys चलता है. You know? Because the thing with that is group 1 के हैं let's say 50-90 degrees. The problem is that C तो definitely गलत है because an element cannot decompose on electric current. Hi Sarah, absolutely I remember you. How are you doing? Been a while. Haven't seen you around. Then, and it is malleable. Metals are supposed to be malleable. So A, C or D तो कतई गलत है. B is somewhat sometimes. Yes. Okay. All right. Then, what do we have? Next up. So it is B, absolutely. Now I gotta import a couple of more questions. If you guys can give me a second, I gotta, You had withdrawals, so was dying and studying for that. Withdrawals of what? I don't understand what withdrawals are. Maybe my bad. Okay, so let me put this out there again. This question I'd like you guys to try. It's a moles question, and so even though it might seem organic, it's a moles question about percentage yield. Okay, and you don't have to worry about the molar percentage yield. It's the same as every yield. All you gotta do is find the percentage yield of ethanol, and obviously you might need the ARs. So AR of carbon is 12. ठीक है. Hydrogen is 1. Sodium, we don't need sodium, we need bromine. Oxygen is 16 and bromine is 80. Using that, I'd like you guys to solve this question, please. Yeah? Oh, application test. All right, okay. Like an admission test of sorts. Is that what you mean by that? Yeah? Okay, okay. Got it. All righty. Anyways, I'd like you guys to... Oh, they've given you the MRs. So that makes it easier and faster. They've already given you the MRs. Use that, please, to solve this. While you guys take a minute to solve this, let me bring up other questions. Sir, okay, well, Zainab, then wait for it. Say yeah. Shazeb, these are free classes, Jani. I'm glad you have studied. Yes, what's your question? Yes, Zoya. I do. No, Zoya. Zoya, I don't sound like Shams Idris. I believe I'm older. I was born earlier. I think he sounds like me. Yeah? I'd like to feel that, think that he sounds like me. You know, he's trying to be me. Okay, Shazeb wants to ask on the mic. Please, let all of us hear your beautiful voice, Shazeb. Speak. Now speak, Johnny. I can't hear you. Yes, he does. He's trying to be me. All right, Ryan, I'll just take a look at it. I haven't solved this. I'm actually busy putting up the other questions on hand right now. If you could be kind enough to give me a minute, I want to put some questions up. Okay. Shazeb, I can't hear you, Johnny. You have to speak or I'm putting you on mute again. Okay. Yes, Shazeb. GD, could you put your real name there? What? GG. यार मैंने ऊपर सवाल का ईयर लिखकर पेपर लिखकर सवाल का नंबर लिखा है ना 2020 June paper 1 question number 14. It says on the slide, doesn't it? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. That was the question. Hi Gordon, change your name, Johnny. I don't like GD. You like when I say Johnny? I don't like when I read GD. It looks like God and without the O. You know? Just saying. Gordon is much more cooler and sexier. Why not? I'd like to see Gordon. Thank you. I'd love you for that. Okay, so all right, moving on. Kanta, anybody? You guys have an answer for me for this? I know Ryan and Saad on YouTube have done this. Great, guys. I'm getting to the question. Yeah. What we start realizing is that you guys can solve a good chunk of the past papers already from, okay. I teach at Cedar College. SMPK 2K 2K whatever that is. SMPK 2K whatever. I don't even know what that means. SMPK 2K. It just sounds so lame. All right. D 75%. If you guys have 75%, it is absolutely correct. It sounds like it must be 75%. If it's 100%, if it was 100%, it should have made less than 2. So yeah, 75%. Do I need to do that or you guys are good with this? Okay, I'll have to solve this. Why does this see? Good question. I don't know. Because I trusted, I looked at the question, it looked like it was going to be D, so I thought it was D. But okay, I'll solve it for you. Okay, Suleiman, this is for you also. And others too. Okay, I'll explain this one. Absolutely, guys. Sir, I love you, Mohammed Zar, and I'm watching videos from Redox Trade and I'm fully prepared. Abdul Hadi Hamid, I am so glad you're prepared because of my videos. My videos kick ass, don't they? Okay, so others who are saying this, क्या करें आप लोग? हाँ, तो what was I saying? Yes, so how do we do this? So step number 1, see percentage yield है ना, तो आपको पहले remember जो आपका reactant होता है वो आपका known होता है. We've done this in moles. So this is your known. इसके पहले आप moles निकालेंगे. Moles किस तरह निकालते हैं? Your brother has studied from me, Shazib, you mean. Taught from me, नहीं. He didn't teach me. Right? So molar mass और MR से कर लें आप. Either way. ठीक है? So when you do mass over molar mass, it's 5/109. है ना? Okay. 109. So what is 5/109? That's the number of moles. ठीक है, दैट इज 0.04587 मोल्स. ये हैं मोल्स आपके किसके, C2H5Br. ये आपका रिएक्टेंट था. नाउ रेशियो क्या है, C2H5Br to C2H5OH. The ratio is 1:1. So the number of moles of C2H5OH, which is ethanol, are also going to be 0.04587. My bad. Let me just let me on 87. Then उसके बाद आपको थर्ड स्टेप में क्या करना है, स्टेप नंबर 3 में एथेनॉल का मास निकालना है. सो नंबर ऑफ मोल्स इज मास ओवर मोलर मास. नंबर ऑफ मोल्स 0.04587 है. ओ माय गॉड, ये तो जल्दी में लिखने से कुछ नहीं. अच्छा 0.0. ओ कम ऑन 0. ओ माय गॉड, व्हाट इज दिस डूइंग. 4857 is equal to mass over MR is 46. Shazib, this is tuitions, Jani. This is the tuitions. This is literally tuitions. Do you understand that? So basically what we just calculated was that we have to this is the mass we have to get. Thank you, Saad, for the shortcut. I know the shortcut. I have to teach people and I don't teach shortcuts, right? So basically, thank you. Now, was I saying? कुछ कह रहा था मैं, right? Yeah, so this is the number of moles you'll have to, mass you'll have to make, but you only made how much? 1.56. क्या था? 1.59. So what you made, 1.59 over 2.11 into 100. That's your percentage yield. So 1.59 divided by 2.11 is 75.3%. Thank you, Gaurav. I'm so glad. Lolcat, the 821 class was on teaching circle, not known academy. Yeah? All right. Anyways, any questions on this? No physically, Janzeb. I don't teach physical tuitions and I teach physically. This year to मैं physically even CDA में भी नहीं पढ़ा रहा. I'm not going anywhere. I'm sitting on a chair and teaching online. Yeah. Thank you, Sarah, for that love. That love, I'm actually going to publicly post it up right now because, you know, who doesn't like public display of, you know, whoa, like that. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Let people see that. Why not, right? Yep. Rahman, I don't even know which syllabus की बात कर रहे हैं. O levels, IGCSE, AS level, A2 level, what syllabus? I don't know. I have no idea what syllabus you're talking about. Yeah? Anyways, so I'm gonna leave it there for a bit, Sarah, just because you came back. Anyways, the others. All right. Where was I? Next up. Are you guys entertained enough? Okay. So, Rahman, it is part of the syllabus. Yeah. It is part of lab procedure for paper 3. You know paper 5, sorry. Yeah, उसके लिए है. ठीक है? So let's do this one. Again the same paper, guys. Alright. So looking at the same paper. ठीक है? Now this is, yes sir, Bilal, Mesam. What's up? Sorry. Mason, what's the difference between molar percentage yield and percentage yield? No difference. It's just using excessive words, honey. No difference. Meaning, you could have used moles to find the percentage yield also, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. All right? So don't worry about that. Okay? Now, this question is from the chapter we just did. This is from reactivity series. Displacement reaction. The more reactive, so zinc is your more reactive metal, guys. Zinc. So here, zinc is more reactive, right? So, and zinc is going from 0 to +2, while copper is going from +2 to 0. So zinc is being oxidized. So zinc is oxidized and copper is reduced. Okay? So definitely isn't A and D. Okay? Now when zinc gets oxidized to zinc 2 plus, you have to balance the charge and you put the 2 electrons there, because oxidation is loss of electrons, right? So that's why the answer is C. Reduction is gain of electrons. And this is the only mnemonic I ever learned in O levels, called, so from the Saudi Aramco oil rig. You know, oxidation is loss of electrons, reduction is gain of electrons. And remember that. Yes. All right. यार ऐसी बोलता हूँ यार, आप offend हो रहे हो तो ना सुनो मेरी बात यार. मतलब we have more important things to worry about than why do I say Jani, like honest to God, right? It's just my way of loving, showing my love to students as human beings. Jani नहीं बोलता यार, मैं बोलता हूँ students. Did you understand, students? Is that okay, Shazib? Of all the useless things one can ask, that's one question. You know what? Absolutely. All right, moving on. I cannot say Jani. I will say Jani to myself now, because people are offended by Jani. It is not a okay. Anyways, so basically मैं कहाँ था? Yeah, I was supposed to do more questions with you guys. So now we move on to more territory of this. So give me a minute. I'm just uploading the PDF again. All right. Okay. Why should people see my folder here? Yeah. Anyways, why does it keep happening now? ठीक है? Okay. Okay. So let's do this. Upload a new PDF first. While that does that, yeah, I actually, Shazib, I love teaching. I love solving. I love Parks. I love AdMath. I love accounting. I love physics. I love chemistry. It's just that I happen to be better at chemistry than. Actually, I'm also pretty damn good at AdMath and math also. But you know, just chemistry was where I found my love a little bit more. It's just easier. I just find it easy. You know, easy to make my case. All right, let me just upload it properly processing. So हमने कौन सा सवाल किया अभी guys? If you just remind me, हमने किया. Yes. So now next question. There you go. Are you guys having fun? Okay. So I know. Agreed, Zoya. They do. Okay, the oxide of element X reacts with acids to form salt. The oxide of element X to reacts with acids. What does that tell you about element X? It's a metal oxide, because acids react with metal oxides to form salts. Now that's something that we were about to do in the next chapter, so I'll just put it here. I'm sorry if it's here, but it's a metal oxide. So you are supposed to do this with me in the next class, so I'm sorry if I haven't, but I'm sure school में थोड़ा पढ़ लिया होगा कहीं ना कहीं से कि metal oxide plus acids makes salt and water. Metal oxide is what we called a base. ठीक है? So it's a metal oxide. It's उसकी properties क्या होंगी? So metal oxide की properties क्या होती है? It does not conduct current. It is a metal oxide. It's at solid at room temperature because ionic है. ठीक है? And therefore it's also ionic. So बाकी सब चीज़ें गलत हैं because ionic है इसलिए solid है इसलिए conduct नहीं करता. Sara, it is so which statement about element X? The oxide is this is X conducts electricity. Yes, sorry. So it conducts. You are absolutely right. So X is a metal and therefore it conducts electricity. Yep, absolutely. Sorry, Sarah. Yeah. No, you're right. It's A. The metal oxide is solid at room temperature. Remember, a metal oxide. Yes, Arisha, I am going to throw in now in the next 2 times I'll be doing IGCSE papers. All right, but I think that they're getting an exemption for paper 4, so that's something that we work on. All right, but yes, after MCQs, once you do more chapters, I'm going to do the other questions from the other. But next up is IGCSE. Yeah. So after this paper, I'm doing IGCSE. This is O levels. I am going to do IGCSE after this. All right, capiche? Here's a high five. Paper 1 is paper L1. It's just a area code. Yes, paper 1. Rehman, everybody can get the paper wise exemption. You have to ask the school for it. Yeah, you take it. If it's given to you, take it. Do not hesitate. Though, if you've done it with me, I would recommend my kids to take it. They give the exam because that's where they gain marks, I think, because I do it so well. You know, not boasting or anything, but I do. Yeah, please, can we keep our questions to the class at hand? It's really annoying when I get questions about things that are not to do with this, which is especially people speaking on YouTube. Otherwise, I'd rather not look at YouTube comments then. Would that be better then? So if we can just keep YouTube comments to only A levels. Only, sorry, the club chapter at hand, which is the past paper class right now. All right. Shazib, you have just, okay, you know what, forget it. Now, how does one answer this question? Which compound contains this is, by the way, a practical purpose, practical application for the real life application for percentage by mass. Because what you want is, you want the greatest mass of nitrogen. So you want the highest percentage of mass of nitrogen. And how do you find the percentage by mass? Is basically mass, in this case, of nitrogen over mr into 100. तो आपने ये करना है, आपका सबका परसेंटेज बाय मास निकालना है. ओके ओके now Shazib, if you okay, now that's better. Okay, so now in this particular case, you've got 1 nitrogen over सबका mass, which is potassium and 3 oxygens. Potassium is 39 and 3 oxygen are 16 times 3, which is 48. Second वाले में 2 nitrogens हैं, now right, which is 28, out of which you are adding, okay, 28 plus 4 hydrogens plus 48. तीसरे वाले में भी यही करेंगे आप. There are 2 nitrogens because NH4 है, 28 over the whole thing, which is NH4 is 14 plus 18 times 2 plus 32, which is sulfur का mass, or 64, which is oxygen का mass. And the last one is also 28 over the whole again, which is 18, which is ammonium का mass times 2 plus hydrogen plus phosphorus, which is 31 plus oxygen, which is 64. So इन दोनों में this is इसका mr, and by the way जिसका mr ज़्यादा है उसका denominator ज़्यादा होगा, तो उसका percentage कम होगा. हाँ, you can find the percentage by doing the calculation. Okay, and okay, I did not add, okay, sorry, yes, plus 14. So सबका क्या है? What is the percentage in the first one then? Somebody has a calculator? Can you do it for me, please? Or let me do that mine. So 14, I'll do that. Divided by 14 divided by 39 plus 48 plus 14, and that is 14%, 13.9%. ठीक है? Part 2 is 28 divided by 20. I think the answer is part B, because सबसे छोटा numerator इसका है, denominator, sorry. This is 35%. What is 77%? So 28 divided by 18 times 2 plus 32 plus 64. And this is 21%. And the last one is okay, I'm missing something there. वो 31 है, वो 32 है, right? हाँ, ये भी 21% है. So the greatest percentage by mass is your answer, and that is in B. You see that? Okay. Yeah. Anyways, उसके बाद, where are we, guys? Where are we on this awesome question? It's okay, but it would still not get you 77, right? I'll just give you a decimal then. Anyways, but we get that. We are there. Moving on. Can I move on from this? मैं आगे चलूं? All good, Zoya? Awesome. चलें sir, बिल्कुल. Awesome. Okay. You know. All right. Only 12 of you are showing up right now. Okay. Not much love on this Sunday. It's okay. Moving on. I'm very greedy about love. Okay. इसके बाद क्या सवाल था? हमने कर लिया ना ये. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is a good question. So diagram shows parts of periodic table. Lithium भी है, calcium भी है, chlorine भी है. Lithium is group 1, calcium is group 2, and chlorine is group 7. Okay. And proton number किसका सबसे ज़्यादा होगा? Lithium का proton number 3 है by the way, chlorine का 17 है, उसके बाद calcium का आएगा next period में. 20 is the highest proton number. Yeah. Yeah, it can't happen now. The unban can happen. Hell, MMSSs. You'll have to message noon. Yeah? Annoying hota, people were just trying to focus on the chapter at hand, okay? Now, highest number of valence electrons kiske honge, guys? Obviously, lithium ka valence electron 1 hai, calcium ki valence electrons 2 hai, chlorine ke 7 hai. So 2, 7. So the answer in this case is bravo. Yup. So far so good. Yeah. Then iske baad what do we have? Then I gotta put the next question in. Just give me 1 minute. My guts too. Okay. So we guys got this also. Okay, then this is all, by the way, the latest paper. You see how good you're doing? A lot of these questions. Yes, I've skipped some earlier questions because वो मैं ATP and lab में करूँगा with you guys later. Okay, so let's take a look at this question. A lump of element X can be cut by a knife, just like Bon Jovi's Bryan Adams says, cuts like a knife. Feels all right. What groups metals cut by a knife? Do you know? Group 1, absolutely, guys. You are beautiful people. You've learned this now. So cut by a knife means they're soft like us. Soft. They bleed just like Batman. So they can be cut by a knife, which is group 1. And the group 1 fellow is not magnesium here. That was a trick. It's potassium. So sodium and potassium does that. Okay? Yeah? All right? Capiche? Next up. Awesome, guys. Brilliant. Failed to upload. You're probably blocked or the file size is too large. What? It can't be. What nonsense is this? There you go. It's there now. It's blocking me. Potassium group 1, Arisha. Awesome. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Which statement about the properties of some elements? Let you read this and then I'll solve this. I can't, boss. I can't. It'll take a week. Don't have the time in my life. I have to ask Noon Academy. I can't do that. I don't have the power. No power vested in me. No power vested in me. Okay, Zainab, yeah, the playbacks I have to go on YouTube. That's the one thing that I've not been able to do properly. But if you were to give me a few days more, I'll make sure they're all on YouTube from the earlier classes. All right? If you could just bear with me, and I'll make sure that I get them this week. Have that sorted for you guys also. All right? Okay, so let's look at this. Let us look at this. Walaikum salam. Okay. Now where are we at? Okay, so what statement about this is correct? So halogen's color increases down the group, Zainab. Its intensity gets darker. ये है because chlorine क्या है? हल्का greenish yellow gas है. Bromine is red brown, but iodine is black. So yeah, that could be the case. So okay, so in this case, Sikena, so all noble gases are unreactive due to having 8 electrons in the outermost shells. So which statements about the properties is correct? So all noble gases are unreactive, bilkul, but not because their outermost have 8 electrons. एक का नहीं है, किसका नहीं है? Helium का सिर्फ 2 है. That makes A incorrect. Okay, awesome. That's a trick question there, thrown that way. Now एस्टेंटीन का क्यों एक्सपेक्टेड बड़ा ब्लैक है? बिकॉज इसकी जो ऊपर एलिमेंट है वो आयोडीन है, उसका भी काला है. एंड जनरली ग्रुप प्रॉपर्टीज आर सिमिलर. ऑलराइट, दैट्स व्हाई. ऑलराइट, सो doublets, Arisha, absolutely, one of the numbers is doublet. So the answer in this case is B. But okay, now what is wrong with C? For group 1 it does increase, for group 7 it decreases. Okay, and the last one में reaction होता है. The more reactive metal, in this case element, displaces the less reactive element. That's the idea. Now that's the Ionic equation. आप पोटेशियम डाल लेंगे तो ये होगा. So D का मसला ये है कि ये reaction होता है D में. Okay, that's why the answer is B. Absolutely, Zainab. Reactivity decreases down the group. Yes. All right. Then okay, now I've got to upload some more. Okay, if you guys can just bear with me. Okay, now I need to upload some more questions. Okay, so yes, I'm sure you do, Haris Imran. I just don't have time in my life to do it for all. I do it on a teaching circles platform. You know, you could probably get there. These classes are sponsored by Noon Academy, generally speaking. Yeah. All right. Now next up, ठीक है, अब मैं आपसे कुछ करने वाला हूँ. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Zohair, walaikum salam. This is still all June paper 11 of 2020, which at diagram shows the structure of an alloy. First of all, alloy क्या होता है? It's a mixture of metals. तो इसमें से metals कौन से नहीं है, पहली बात है. You see, B is graphite. C is what? Ionic. D is a metal and A is also a metallic lattice. They are both metallic lattices. फर्क क्या है? D में all same atoms हैं, which means same element. So D is a pure metal. So D is a pure metal. And alloy is a mixture. So the answer for this is A, because A is two metals. Because there are two different sizes. देखो, बड़ा वाला है जिसको कलर कर रहा हूँ और छोटा वाला है जो कलर नहीं हो रहा है. Alright. Ahmed Asif, I do past papers every week during classes in A levels. Just like this is every week in classes. So there's no schedule. I might start a past paper batch in March or end Feb, or one of the two. I'll get back to you on that one. All right. ठीक है. Awesome, guys. Moving on. Then thank you, Arisha. Absolutely. Now, this is one of the things we last did. What was one of the last things we did? We remember we did the blast furnace, which is the formation of the industrial process of extraction of iron. Yaad hai? This is that. This is literally that. So, in which reaction? These are all reactions of the blast furnace. अब बोला है कि in which reaction is the acidic impurity present removed? So, which one is the acidic impurity here? The acidic impurity is this fellow. Yeah? Awesome? Yeah? Done? Alright, so the answer is D, because that's where the acidic impurity is removed. Okay? I'm sure you will, Ahmed. I have no doubt. I have no doubt. So now we've done with one set of questions. Now I'm going to start doing some IGCSE questions. Now for those who take O levels, do not ignore IGCSE, because Cambridge is making O levels like IGCSE more and more every year. And in 2 years' time, there will not be any difference between O levels and IGCSE, actually. Okay? So now so now we're gonna do, they have core and extended. You gotta do one of the two, right? So I'm gonna start with some core. Do you guys all do core or extended? Those who are taking IGCSE, are you guys doing core or extended? Can you tell me that? I think you're mostly doing extend. IGCSE is better. It's better. It's more thinking. For people who think, it's easier. For people who rote learn, it might be not as easy, but it's almost the same theory. Syllabus is almost the same. The questions differ thoda bahut. Anybody here taking IGCSE? Can you please tell me? Are you doing core or extended? Nobody? Yes, Mesam, are you guys doing core or extended? Or do you know any idea? I'm sure extended, right? You're hoping for the A, right? Okay, then everybody does extended. Nobody does core. So you take core curriculum. It's a smaller curriculum, but your highest grade can only be a C. That's the thing. You only took core. That means your grade was, highest grade was a C, right? Okay, so let's look at extended now. Okay, give me a minute. I'm going to put some extended questions now. But the core is the same syllabus also. Remember, the syllabus is the same, actually it's shorter. The stuff that's in core is also in extended. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. We'll be doing both. Okay, so okay, let's start with extended. All right. Oh yeah, core maths. Sorry, core maths. Yeah, that's different. Math का अलग है, but सबका बाकी का वो है. Just give me 1 minute. I'm just putting up the questions there. Okay. Long day today, but it's been fun. So, a couple of bonding questions. All right. So, export PDF. Yeah, core gives the highest grade as C. All right. No, Hoor. In Pakistan ke liye, you should never do the core. It should only be the IGCSE, the extended. Yeah. So the problem isn't with their syllabus. The problem is with Pakistan and their equivalency problems, basically. You know. So let's not diss a curriculum because we can't know how to handle it. You know. Okay, so this is IGCSE, guys. IGCSE topicals, I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, no. I'll ask our team to make some topical. Okay, for IGCSE. Now, so let's get back here. Let's check this question out, guys. We have some time. Let's not waste it. Okay. Hoor, thank you for coming. Now, the atomic number and nuclear number of potassium are shown below, 19 and 39. How many protons, neutrons, electrons are in a potassium ion? One of the things you did earlier is a K plus ion, right? Plus means electron is lost. So if the proton number is 19, meaning 19 protons, but that would mean 18 electrons because it's lost, right? So 19 protons and 18 electrons, the only option is A. Awesome. Yeah. So obviously the first few questions of this chapter are going to be about atoms, and now I'm going to give you a couple of bonding questions too. All right. Let's take a look. So now this one is about dot and cross and bonding. So the electronic structure of two atoms are shown below, P and Q. P seems to have how many electrons in the outermost shell? P में कितने electrons in the outermost shell हैं? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 हैं. So if P has 7 electrons in the outermost shell, it is a non-metal. So P is non-metal. But Q में एक electron है. What does the Q become? A metal. So metal and non-metal can only have ionic. And Q has one electron needed, one electron to be lost. P is 2, 7. So this needs to lose 1 electron, this needs to gain 1 electron. So the ratio should be what? What should the ratio be, guys? 1:1. The answer is A. Awesome. A for aw friggin' sum. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, all right, moving on. I'm in a mood. Dancing, dancing, dancing. Now let's go to bonding, metallic bonding. Let's answer this question. All right. Let's take a look and let me know what this look like. Which row contains a description of metallic bonding and the property explained by the reference of metallic bonding? So, first, which of the rows correctly defines metallic bonding, guys? Which one? Which one? So, it's a lattice of positive ions, right? Arisha, I found these questions from actual past papers. I go to the past paper, I copy them down to my keynote presentation, paste it, export it as PDF, and upload the PDF. Here, 1:1. What 1:1? I don't get that. Oh yeah, sorry. हाँ, पुराना वाला सवाल था. Are you guys seeing this question or no? So, if you're seeing this, yes. So, first of all, what's the kind of bonding like? Tell me, bonding कौन सी है? Lattice of negative ions, lattice of positive ions. Lattice of positive ions. सही है? So, what properties explained by metallic bonding? It reacting with acid to produce hydrogen. That is not explained by metallic bonding. That's just explained by having electrons lost in the outermost shell. Okay. Then this one, a piece of metal molded into shapes. That's what we call malleable. That's what the answer is D. ये नहीं है कि गलत है. C में this property is correct. Metals do react with acids to make hydrogen, but it is not explained by metallic bonding. It's explained by the outermost electron theory, valence electron theory. Do you follow? Malleability and electric conduction is explained by metallic bonding. Yeah? All right. How's the class going so far? All right? Class going all right? Anyways, what's up next? What is up next? Next question, right? Okay, so take a look at this one. Let me know. This is a good question about something, right? Take a look and let me know. All right, so understand that boiling point, guys, listen, boiling points, ये याद है जब हमने किया था metals and structures की क्लास की थी मैंने. Covalent bonds can only affect boiling point if the structures are macromolecule. Is macromolecule. Remember that. For simple covalent molecules, which are the rest of them, molecules, melting point and boiling point depend on attractive forces between molecules. You have a name for that sometimes, by the way. You know what is a name for the attractive forces between molecules? Van der Waals. Van der Waals. So if something has weaker internal attractive forces, they have a lower boiling point. Okay, weight has got nothing to do with it. Bonds have got nothing to do with boiling point. हाँ, unless macromolecule की बात हो रही है, उसके अलावा, and this is a question that I have to drill it in people's heads again and again and again in A levels also. Like people come to A levels still thinking that melting points का ताल्लुक bonding से है. नहीं, for simple molecular structures उनका ताल्लुक bonding से नहीं है. Please remember that. Okay. Okay, understood? Then next up. Okay, I gotta put 2 more questions in here. Okay. So yeah. Who no, they won't be cancelled. Depending on the country's rules, the CI will not cancel the exams. If the mulk, the country cancels it, as a different story. But CIs will not. Okay. Let's see if you guys answer this one. Can you answer this one? All right. Here, what do we have? Okay, so in this case, C or D, right? Look, a chemical change is when do you remember what these circles are representing? Each of these circles is an element, basically, right? So A may, they are getting closer. It's like going from liquid to solid. That's a change of state. B may, it looks like it's going from liquid to gas or whatever. The molecules are still intact. In C also, the molecules are still intact. In D, the two blacks were together, but now the blacks have a white with them. You see that? So bond broken, new bond formed. The structure changed. This is a chemical change. D. Absolutely. C, A, B में they're just separating and coming back together. Separating and coming back together. That's what you got to remember. Okay? Then, so far so good? See? The chapters that we do, seems like we can solve those questions, right? So now our job is to make sure that we finish as many chapters, we finish as soon as possible. But do it well. Remember, it takes some time to doing them well. Some will take less time than others, but it takes time. So continuing this, okay. Just give me 1 second, 1 minute, 1 second. I'm going to put the next question up. एक तो ना this plan canvas cannot take more than like a few slides, so वो slides repeat हो रहा है. 24 slides पे आ गया हूँ मैं. Okay, this is a fun question. This has to do with acids and alkalis like we've done. The graph and pH. याद है हमने pH किया हुआ है. So the graph shows the pH when of a reaction between about 14 MCQ. Which is the 14? 1 second. This one? No, the image is not wrong, Fatima. What do you mean the image is wrong? if you go, the only time you have a chemical change is when the atoms that are bonded to each other are now bonded to something else. In D mein, first there were two colored dots bonded to each other, and then colored and a hollow dot was bonded, gray. देखिए ना, two blacks थी यहाँ. In fact, if I can just show it to you, you know, see. So black, black, gray. Two blacks, black, gray. That means that it is no longer bonded to each other. It's bonded to something else now. We don't know what that is, but we definitely know the bonding has changed. Fatima? Yeah? Hur, a chemical change, and Fatima means a chemical change means that new substance is formed. New का मतलब है how the atoms are bonded to each other will change. So in D, what was happening was, let me show you a blank screen पे. अच्छा, 1 second, let me show you again. So D में ना ये था, दो colored atoms थे और एक hollow था. जब बाद में क्या देखा कि जो ब्लैक वाला था वो ग्रे वाले के साथ आ गया है और दूसरा ब्लैक वाला भी एक और ग्रे के साथ आ गया है. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ दिस वॉज Cl2, now it's become HCl. Like if this is Cl2, now it's become HCl. Do you get that, Hur? Thank you, Fatma. I forget. Fatma's gotten it. Hur? Yeah? Okay, let's get back here. Let's do this last question and then we are done. Okay? A, B and C, by the way, क्या कहते हैं Arisha? A, B and C are all physical changes. Even C is a physical change. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie are all physical changes. All right, Arisha? Now, last question for the day. How about this? So in this graph, how does the pH of a solution change as an acid is added to an alkali? I had 2-3 more questions shortlisted. Unless if you guys are too tired, we can end, but you know, or we can do them next time also. I'll keep having them saved. It's okay. We can do that. Right? Okay, so now this question. How is this question? Last question. Come on, come on, guys. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. So they're saying, what is the graph? What letter represents the area where both the acid and the salt are present? Acid का pH क्या होता है? Now this is fun because the acid salt is neutral. तो अगर salt पानी में होती है ना, so when salt is in water, then that's neutral, but acid is low pH. So when salt is mixed in low pH, it stays low. That's the game. Yes, Hur, absolutely. ये तो A और B तो alkaline है. And we don't have an alkali, do we? And C is also, if you notice, C is also above 7. Do you see that? C is also alkaline, but low alkaline. Only D is acidic because pH below 7 is acidic, right? Okay, slowly the writing on the, I hope you guys if you guys are using laptops or desktops to see the class canvas, is the writing getting better on the thing? Arisha, C could be near neutral. Huh? We don't want neutral. We want acid. Tell me something. Let's think about pH as flavor. ठीक है? Let's think about pH as flavor. Is limon खट्टा? Pure lemon. Squeeze it in your lips and tongue. Is it खट्टा? Okay, let me not ask you, let me just tell you. Then pure water is not khatta, neither kadwa, is pure water, is neutral flavor. So if think about neutral flavor and khatta flavor. Now if I mix lemon, if I squeeze the lemon into water, which is neutral, and lemon is khatta, will the mixture stay neutral or will become khatta? Lemon? Okay. When you take lemon, lemon is sour, sour. Okay. Think about, in my analogy mein, lemon is like acid and water is neutral. Okay? Now, on its own, lemon is sour, meaning low pH. On its own, water is neutral, pH 7. Now I mix them. What's the flavor like? It might not be as sour, but it'll still be sour. You know? I mean, it will not be neutral, it will be sour. Yeah? Awesome. Awesome. So, great class, everyone. I absolutely loved it. I did, in fact. I loved the interaction. I loved everything about it today, you know. And kudos to all of you for showing up and sticking around for 1 whole hour. Yeah. Arisha, this will not be, no, this will not be a little alkaline. Nope, 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 nope. Thank you, Fatima. All right. All right. Adina, Hoor, Mesam, whoever stuck around all the way to the end, thank you guys for your patience, for sticking around all this time with me. Don't, somebody may send me a sad face in the chat or whatever that is. Only 7 of you are here by the end, but it's okay. Thank you, Mesam, for sticking out. Ibrahim, shout out to you, love. Mariam, thank you for being here. Zainab Pasha, Zoya, thank you. Shifa, and Arsalan, Madiha, Iman, Kamal, Kumar, Ali Raza, Mustafa Khatak. Thank you all, whoever was not here. Okay. Thank you for your time. Thank you for making this class fun. Okay. Okay. I'm doing great, Ali Raza. Khoob kaun hai? Khob kaun kha? Okay, Arisha, I actually don't understand that Thai. Khob kaun ka? I have no idea what that means. It better be I love you. I don't know what that is, but you know, khob khun kha. Now I'll have to find that out. Khob khun kha. Khob khun kha. What the hell is that? Say? You should let me know what that is. I have no idea. Kob kon ka. Oh, thank you. Kob kon. Okay. Okay. Got it. I got it. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mesam. Thank you for the love, Johnny. It means a lot to me. It does. It does. Absolutely does. All right? Don't know, it doesn't. Thank you, Arisha. Let's spread the love around to everybody. That's the idea. You know, love is the one thing that you spread, grows. It doesn't dilute. It becomes more concentrated. A lame chemistry joke, but anyways. All right. Ciao, guys. Bye-bye.